Hello, Orange Room friends. How are you today? As you can see, I'm back in the classroom again. Me and Lauren have been cleaning up and fixing toys and making sure everything looks great for when you come back, which I hope is really soon.
Yes, we do. We
This
miss you.
classroom is no fun without you
No, it's not.
at all. So,
It's really boring.
we thought we'd do a circle time and read a story. What day of the week is it, I wonder? I think yesterday was Macaroni Monday. I know that for sure. And I know for sure that tomorrow's going to be Watermelon Wednesday. That means today is
Taco Tuesday!
Yay!
Yay!
In fact, I saw some people having tacos for lunch today, so I know I'm right. Let's have a look. What month is it? It's May. May is what number of month? The first month is January, the second is February, third March,
Yeah?
fourth April, and the fifth month is May. We are right in the middle of spring. Buds are appearing on the trees. There's flowers growing and rabbits. Lots of rabbits. Let's do weather.
Okay. What do you think, Mr. Chris? Let's look
I
outside.
have to go and have a look outside first. I have no idea what it's like.
Take a peek.
Oh, it's cloudy.
Cloudy.
It's not very rainy, but it's kind of dreary out. Doesn't
it-
seem like much of a spring
Is
day.
it cold or is it warm?
Neither. It is neither too cold nor too warm. It's fine. Not t-shirt weather, but sweater weather. So if you're going out today, I suggest a sweater.
Sweater.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I also suggest rainproof boots because you might want to jump in puddles. Talking of jumping, do you know
Yeah.
what we're talking about this week?
I do.
Space. Space is where you can go and jump really high because there's no air. There's no gravity, and gravity is the thing that keeps us stuck to the ground like this. If there was no gravity, I'd float
You
away.
just can float
I might
away.
like that, but I might like that too. Anyway, I'm going to go back over to the chair here, but I'm going to pretend I'm on the moon and I can take these
Oh,
giant
jeez. Moonwalk
moon
steps.
steps.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Giant. Wow.
I have a book about space. It's called The Berenstain Bears on the Moon. Can they see the pictures from there? Or do you want me to come closer?
You know what? I can come closer.
Okay. Just so you can see the pictures.
Nice. Close.
On the night before the bears' big day, they look out at the moon, far, far away. You can often see the moon outside your window too. Sometimes you see it in the morning when it's light out, and sometimes you see it shiny at night. Then morning comes. Today is the day they will go to the moon, far, far away. Do any of my friends have a rocket at home? Do you go to the moon sometimes? No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't. You really don't. 10. Count with, you know what? Count with me. We're going to count down before the rocket takes off.
All right.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blast off.
The crowd counts down, the rocket blasts, they wave goodbye, they're off at last. 2 little bears and 1 little pup, they're off to the moon going up, up, up.
Wow.
They look back down, but they can't find their treehouse home. They have left it far behind. They're so far away from the world, from the earth, they can't see where their house is anymore. Sometimes that happens when you're in an airplane. Everything gets further and further away the further up you go. Where is their town? It's hard to say. Their town is now far, far away. Now their feet no longer touch the ground. They're out in space. They float around. That's what I was talking about. Do you see them?
Mr. Chris knows so much about space.
2 floating bears and their floating hound.
Ooh.
Up ahead, it's a shower. It's a meteor shower they will go through. Turn on more power. Meteors are little pieces of rock or ice in space. They're not very big. They can be quite big, but they're not like planets. You can't live on them. Some of them are tiny. Some of them are maybe as big as a car. Will they get to the moon? They will, they must. Their slogan is, to the moon or bust. Behind them, the earth is now so small, it is nothing more than a small blue ball. The pup begins to wonder when his paws will touch the earth again. The pup might be getting a little worried, I fear. Then up ahead, it's there, the moon. Buckle up tight, we're landing soon. Do you see how the moon is different from the earth? The moon doesn't have any water on it and doesn't have any trees
What are
or
those
plants.
holes on the moon called, Chris?
These are called craters. They're like little holes. But when you're in them, they're probably quite big. They're probably as big as a football field. Landing. They're landing in a cloud of dust. They said they would. They said they must. They made it to the moon and they didn't bust. Down onto the old moon they step with pride. 2 bears and a pup along for the ride. Now the bears have many things to do, but first they look around. They enjoy the view, and what a view it is. There's strange mountains and big craters, and it all seems to be the same color. There's no plants growing.
So why do the bears have to wear their helmets in space, Mr. Chris?
Well, you and me and bears and all animals, we breathe in air. We need oxygen to live. And there's no oxygen on the moon, so these special suits keep you safe, and they have tanks of oxygen, which is air, on the back so you can breathe. But they don't last forever, so you can only be out on the moon for a certain amount of time. Then they fly their flag. They take moon notes. They collect moon rocks in their moon rock totes.
That looks like fun.
Yeah, it does. Then they try some jumps high in the sky. Moon jumps almost make you fly. Now it's time to get behind the wheel and explore the moon in their Moonmobile.
Ooh.
2 bears on the moon. They're all packed up, ready to go home now. So is their pup. Will their ship lift off? Will the rockets burn? Will the 2 little bears and their pup return? If the 2 little bears use all their skill, they will return. They will. 2 bears and their pup in their rocket ship on their way back home in their back to Earth trip.
How long do you think it takes for them to get back from the moon?
I don't know. I actually haven't a clue. A few hours?
Maybe days?
Maybe days. I don't know. To their friends on the ground, to their house safe and sound. Look, they're
made
landing.
it.
Safe back on Earth, they step out of their ship. Wow, say the bears, that was quite a trip. Now they look up at the stars very, very far away. Will they go up to a star? Well, they may, someday. The stars in the sky, they are often like the sun. The sun is the closest star to the Earth. It's a great, big, giant ball of fire. We say it's close, but it's still hundreds and thousands of miles away. So these stars you see in the sky are as big and as hot as the sun, but they are millions and millions of miles away, a long way away. And some of them are planets too. Do you know why the moon's shiny?
Why?
The moon's shiny because it's reflecting the sun. It's not shiny because it's got light inside. It's shiny because it's reflecting the sun. And
pretty
the
cool.
moon, the Earth probably looks like that to people on the moon, if people are traveling to the moon. Not many people go to the moon. There have been astronauts who've gone there, but it's not something that happens every day.
No,
It takes a lot, because it's a long way away.
it's true.
Anyway, we'll be talking more about space this week. It's
Yeah.
fascinating,
It
it's
is.
fun, and there's lots to talk about and lots to do. So, we'll be seeing you tomorrow. Have a great afternoon.
Bye, friends.